Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Wanted to take a moment to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, take a moment, scroll down through, look at some of the content that I've posted. If you do like it, subscribe, follow along for a little while. Tell me what you want to see more of and what you want to see less of. I am wearing, by the way, a $20 PASGT flak jacket, is what I'm going to call it, a flak jacket from the flea market surplus stand. PASGT stands for Personal Armor Support for Ground Troops, and this thing is just awesome, especially for 20 bucks. I'm going to wear it all the time. I'm going to sleep in it. It's going to get weird, not for me, but for other people. Anyway, moving on, the content, the topic of the video, everyone is familiar with the Mark 18s. So you have the Mod 0, the Mod 1s, you have multiple different iterations of the Mark 18, but a piece of obscurity within Special Forces is the Larue Stealth Upper. These were issued from 2007 through 2008 to the 5th Special Forces Group, and they shipped with a Yankee Hill machine front micro sight and a Matec or Maytec rear sight and whatever optic the end user wanted to use. And these were complete Larue upper receivers. I have a nightstick surplus contract overrun light on mine, and I know it's not clone correct or military accurate, but I just like the light and it works. So don't get too fired up, people. I didn't have enough Larue components to actually clone this, but I did have the surplus quad rail and front sight. So I went ahead and assembled one and completed the project using Colt components: barrel, bolt carrier group, and upper receiver, and then the Larue upper Mark 12 gas block. And so outside of that, it's just kind of a weird upper receiver group that doesn't really get a lot of attention, but is highly functional, highly usable. Now, is it any more functional than, say the Mod 1? Probably not, or even the Mod 0, but it's, again, like the reason I wanted to do a video on it is the obscurity of it. And I'm going to go into more of the history and like the nerdy stuff later. But onto the other thing that I finally finished cloning. Back in 2015, 2016, the Navy SEALs adopted the Glock 19. And the Glock that they adopted was initially a Gen 3, similar to this one. Slide stop has a forward bias to it. They would have night sights and a threaded barrel, maritime spring cups. Later on, the second iteration is a Gen 3 MOS, which is the Mark 27. By the way, the Glocks that were adopted ended up having the moniker Mark 27. So the Mark 27 Mod 0 would be similar to the one I just showed you, kind of just a basic Glock 19, maritime cups again, threaded barrel, and night sights. The Mark 27 Mod 1 would be a Gen 3 MOS, which in my opinion is unobtainable. I've never seen one in person. They may be out there. I have no idea. But again, similar components. Slide stop with a forward bias, night sights, threaded barrel, and MOS compatible Gen 3. Really cool. But the one that's kind of easier to clone, if you can find one, is a Mark 27 Mod 2. And the Mod 2s were based off the Gen 4 platform and were the Glock MOS system. So I had been looking for a Gen 4 for a while now, a 19 MOS, and have not been able to find one. Finally, King's Firearms got some police trade-ins. They didn't put them on their website. They put them on Gunbroker. There was about 6 of them. I put a bid on 2 different ones. One, $300, the other one like $285 because it was kind of rough, and won the auction. So the 19 Gen 4 MOS is what I used for the platform to make the Mark 27 Mod 2, and this is what I'm ending up with so far. The Mark 27 Mod 2 had a RMR, tan RMR in particular, Trijicon height sights, a threaded barrel, 13x1, and then the extended slide stop with a forward bias, and maritime spring cups. So I'm lacking a few components here, but I wanted to do this with as many components as I had on hand, which would be, I did already have the sights, I already had the optic, I did have to buy a C&H precision plate. I'm not a huge fan of the MOS system. It did ship with the cover plate and the RMR plate only, that's it. And with it being a Gen 4, it would have shipped with all of the plates, not like the Gen 5s. And this is Migi, by the way. So this is where I'm at with the cloning process of the Mark 27. Eventually, I'll pick up a threaded barrel. Right now, I have the AIM Surplus JTT, And eventually I'll pick up a threaded barrel. The slide stop and the internals, I was looking for what internals they actually used on the Mark 27s, and Ghost Ink popped up, and I was like, okay, that's weird. And looking down through their website, they have a kit that is what they say is what Airborne and Special Forces uses in their Glocks. So I ordered that. The Terran Tactical Innovations drop-in kits are probably hands down my favorite for the money. So I ordered one of those as well. But I am going to try the Ghost Ink because I haven't tried any of their products for years. So I'm going to try that in this Mark 27. That's my cat's butthole. Say hi. Say bye. Now, that's it for the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Did I mention I got a $20 PA SGT / flak jacket? 1983, guys. This thing is awesome. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you want to see more of. Hope you guys have a great week. Plan on what you're going to go LARPing with this weekend. I kind of already have an idea what I'm going to be wearing. You guys have a great week.